Xi Jinping and Donald Trump episode 95. Team Baliwag Gang. Team Kobe Bryant. S1 Star Butterfly Home. S2 Ariana Grande and Carl Johnson Home. S3 Cammy Homes. S for Kula Diamond Home. S for Kula
We got some work to put in. You down? We gonna roll, homie, or what? Let's roll, homie. Families.
I want to use my boomshine.
You wanna roll with me? For the Grove, dude.
Sorry,
we gotta put work in.
Right, dude.
Families for life, homie. You down?
S5 Grove Street and Vladimir Putin and Donald Trump Home. S6 Enemy Homes, Kobe Bryant and Paul Walker and John F. Kennedy and King Kong and Extentation Homes.
Enough. They need the money and I need the company. Besides which, it is the oldest profession. What? Oh, time for me to head south again. I'm James Pedestin, and this has been Wild Travel.
This is WCTR, committed to bringing you shows like The Wild Traveler, the show that takes you around the world and abandons you at the airport.
The news and all the other things that really matter to you, like sensationalist bullshit.
If you love to hear liberals whine and conservatives lecture, then stay tuned for I Say, You Say.
The future of America, threatened again. This time we mean it. I'm Dr. Phillips.
And I'm also Dr. Phillips. Today on the show, do cave paintings in museums make us violent?
The anti-beef movement. Both Hitler and Mussolini were vegetarians.
And we take on the highly charged debate about test tube babies and actually talk to one.
I have flashbacks and go into hysterics in science class. You know what it's like growing up in a beaker?
That's all today on I Say, You Say. We share last names, but that's about it. I'm Peyton, that's my wife Mary, and this is I Say, You Say, where left is right and right is wrong.
Or where East meets West, and the West always wins. That wall came down, darling.
Yes, unfortunately it did. I don't know if you saw today's news, so who is in the right in this great dialectical disaster? Is it, as I think, a case of share and share alike, love your fellow man, and all wear matching jumpsuits while working on the collective hydroponic farm growing potatoes? Or kill or be killed, crush the weak, and starve the poor, as my wonderful wife thinks. You decide, or let us decide for you. Give us a call, and let my wife, a professor in social Darwinism, or me, a lecturer in pointless anthropology, work things out.
That's the problem with liberals. They don't know when to shut up and enjoy freedom. Let's go to the phones.
Yeah, hi. Here's the deal. I'm really funny, but nobody wants to hire somebody funny. I mean, how is that fair? I mean, I'm white, middle class, very erudite, whatever that means, but people just respond badly to me. I don't understand it.
Are you related to my husband?
I don't think so.
I hope not. Have you got a question about politics?
Yeah, sure. I know a lot about politics. Hey, can I do your job?
It's 6 this time. I won't tell anyone you got bugged, honey. I'm really proud of you.
That's great, honey. But if you want shout-outs, call the rap station.
That's offensive, and I'm really offended by what you're saying. I'm a smoker. This used to be a free country.
When?
My darling. Gotcha. Yes, good point. But remember, our founding fathers grew tobacco. Relaxed them between stressful stints of genocide and witch burning. And you're so against raising taxes. Smokers pay more taxes than anyone. My grandfather smoked his whole life. And he lived until he was 32. So what I'm saying is, why can't we encourage more smoking and use the money to pay for better health care and some cultural programs, bringing expressive dance and sun worship back to the inner cities?
Worrying about the inner city has ruined your academic career, and this woolly thinking is going to ruin your chances of getting anywhere with me tonight.
Promise?
The thing is, smoking is good because it lets people make a lot of money, but so is selectively culling the population. So what I'm proposing is a change in the proposition. Let people smoke, but make cigarettes much cheaper and force everyone to smoke. That way we weed out the weak, make a lot of money in tax, and keep our national heritage intact.
Line 2, you're on I Say, You Say.
Ah! I listen every time to your show. It really made me think about the world a whole new way. I moved out of the city because it sucks. Now I live in a compound surrounded by barbed wire and shoot and kill anyone I don't recognize on my land. Just want to say thank you. That's some quality broadcasting.
Yeah, thanks. That makes me feel a lot better about myself. Have you got a question?
Yeah, I got corpses from 15 illegal immigrants in my yard. I killed them all myself with my bare hands. Could I get a tax break for all this unpaid work?
Good question. I would certainly hope.
Israel and Palestine and Lebanon Gaza War 2 turnover in case you learned something the news is next.
Leanne forget WCTR News unfair and skewed for you in the top stories. Everyone is trying to kill you, but at least you're not in a World War II Gaza bomb. Yet disgraced movie star Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu broke his silence recently following his on-air murder. Palestine Gaza host Ismail Haniyeh died. See Ismail Haniyeh bomb assassinated. Iran bomb Israel force. Richard Burns see Gaza bomb all today. Palestine.
That's right, Lee, and I am Richard Burns. See bomb is real as Hezbollah confirmed the death of its chief Hassan Nasrallah. Iran tightened the security bomb. Tehran's emergency move hours after of IDF strike kills Nasrallah. Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei. Reuters citing officials said Khamenei had been shifted to a secure location in Iran earlier in the day. Khamenei chaired an emergency meeting of the National Security Council. Watch for more as Hezbollah confirmed death its chief. Iran tightens security of Supreme Leader Iran Supreme Lead Ali Khamenei shifted to secure location in Iran. Reuters. Richard Burns see Palestine friends Lebanon RBAC for Iran.
Richard Burns, we are in the midst of tough war against the evil axis of Iran and Palestine and Lebanon that seeks to destroy us. Seeks to destroy Israeli Prime Minister admits IDF involved in tough war too.
Here's close-range clashes underway between Hezbollah and Israeli troops. Israeli Benjamin Netanyahu reacted to IDF loss and its Lebanon Grand
Hello, Julie from Liberty City. You're on the line.
A cowboy ghost has been haunting my house.
I want you to take off your blouse. Stand at the window. Stand there for hours each night. Lure him in. Trapping rogue spirits is dangerous work, especially topless. Take lots of photographs. All right, who's got a theory for me? Next.
Hey man, love the show, but when are you guys gonna start seeing the bigger picture? We're being lied to, man. And guys like you don't help much, you know? You're virtually one of them. Soon you'll know what I'm talking about.
If people could please just attempt to make sense, that's all I'm asking. Last night, as I was laying in my parlor editing, it occurred to me, why are you even listening to me? Turn off all electrical devices, including your radio. Hector and Sam Garcia, why are you still listening?
Because I was hoping you could explain these noises.
What noises?
God, not you too.
Now think about the things we talked about today. Think. Seriously, think. Can it be real? Can it be false? We'll see you next time in Area 53. Be careful out there, wherever you are.
That was Area 53. We're sorry.
Sometimes the law is not enough.
Did you file a subpoena in the McPherson case? No, it wasn't urgent. I filed an AO440. AO440? I know. So I went shopping for these loafers.
Anyone got a stapler? Got a lot of forms, and there's a slight breeze in here.
Law, because paperwork is dramatic. Catch it Thursdays on Weasel before it catches you.
Up next on WCTR, it's The Man Coaches Hate. It's Derek Thackeray in the tight end zone. Brought to you by Eris Pump Up Shoes, because women love a winner, and winners wear shoes.
Should we start with the national anthem? Yeah, screw it. Yeah, I got too drunk. Just play the opening. Welcome back to the tight end zone. Now it's time for something really important. Fat men talking about games they don't really understand, played by people they don't know. I'm your host, Derek Thackeray. What a crazy year it's been. Let's recap. Drug scandals involving preschool soccer moms. Woo! And the national finals, rich and popular people are fighting it out. Pay attention. The country is in mourning. And most importantly, sportswear. We talk to a fitness expert about the crucial role of endorsed clothing. And who could forget, we visit... Let's go to the phones.
Yeah, the Wolves! Hey Derek, my name's Jason and I'm a Wolves fan. First time caller. I don't vote, I can't be bothered. But I will kick your ass if you disrespect my sports team.
Okay, the Wolves, that's team playing sports as if they cared.
Yeah, the Wolves!
I don't care who's sleeping with who on the team. Yeah, I'm with you, buddy. Hey, let's take another call. Who's on the phone? Hello, caller. You're on with the Tight Ends Radio.
Hey, I'm a big Olympics fan. Always have been. Since day one. Been to every one.
Me too. I love the games, especially the luge. I'm married, so sliding down an icy tunnel of doom at high speed makes sense.
Yeah, I know about frigid action myself. I mean, they gotta be kidding me. Since when has running been an Olympic sport? Running ain't a sport. Don't make me puke. Anyone can run. My ex-wife made me an athlete. I ran my ass off when the Red Baron flew into town.
I tell you, when I was a kid, there were only 3 sports that mattered. Football, baseball, and killing communists. And I had a great childhood, really great, even if my uncle did come into my room late at night drunk. That was... Anyway, look, who's on the line? We got a Caledonian fan on the line. Tough times, huh? Hey, your whole life revolving around rich men playing poorly.
Man, I totally identify with shallow heroes who I don't know. God, I love a dude with a big pituitary gland. I love the tallies, man, but you know, this year, I'm telling you, they're going to need to score some points and get some yardage and win the game.
Yeah, if they don't win, men will be beating their wives with good reason. Hey, they got to start playing to win, trying to score some on the other team. Hey, I wish I had a wife so she could beat me.
Here's what I say, man. If you want to be number one, you got to go for first place.
I know. Hey, I mean, it's great stating the obvious, but once you get paid for it, things get really complicated.
Man, I was at their training camp this spring, and the mood in the locker room, too. Guys were getting changed, man. I mean, they were really getting prepared. Shoes were the...
Yeah, great talking to you. Excuse me. Hey, that's really perceptive stuff. You know, we've been petitioning stadiums to install a urinal trough in front of each row of seats. Now, it's so inconvenient having to leave your seat, make everyone stand up, get up. You know, to let you by, then go stand in line for the bathroom. I mean, half the time we can barely walk anyway, all right? So we'll be handing out petitions that say support the team. Don't leave the game, pee at your seat. Going to the phone.
I'm a big fight fan. Love a bit of a punch-up. Since my wife and children got taken into a shelter, my friend said, Chuck.
Invasion, the Israeli Prime Minister vowed to restore normalcy in the northern region of the country.
I want to extend my deepest condolences to the families of our heroes who fell today in Lebanon. May God avenge their blood. May their memory be blessed. We are in the midst of a tough war against the evil Axis Nazi and Iran that seek to destroy us, but that will not happen because we will stand together. And with God's help, we will win together. We will bring back our hostages in the South. We will bring back our residents on the North, and we will ensure the eternity of Israel. Thank you, Richard Burns.
Well, Benjamin Netanyahu and Palestine, that is a fine World War to bitch. Where can I get one of those? Ha ha. Richard Burns, WCTR News.
Thank you, Benjamin Netanyahu and Palestine. World War II. I'm Lebanon. Death. See Hassan Nasrallah. All bombs. See Israel. See former President Iran Ebrahim Raisi. Death helicopter crash for Uzi East Azerbaijan, Iran. Thank you, Palestine and Benjamin Netanyahu. I'm Leanne. Forget WCTR News. It's going to get worse. Trust me. World War II. Act.
Turn over in case you learn something. The news is next.
Leanne. Forget WCTR News. Unfair and skewed for you. In the top stories, everyone is trying to kill you, but at least you're not in prison. Yet disgraced movie star Jack Howitzer broke his silence recently following his on-air murder of radio host Billy Dexter facing trial and a possible death sentence. Howitzer spoke to Richard WCTR. Would like to be clear, we did pay for this interview.
That's right, Leanne. I am Richard Burns here in Los Santos Prison. As we all know, since politicians stop musicians from coming here about shooting your woman on drugs, everyone is now questioning their sexuality. Jack Howitzer, you're facing a death sentence. How do you feel about that?
I broke out of a sea-free Palestine in Korea. All right, so I'll be out of here soon.
Correct me if I'm wrong, that was a movie, and it wasn't real. See Palestine.
Oh no, it was real. I'm a veteran of over 40 films. See Palestine.
What Jack Howitzer? What Jack Howitzer? What Jack Howitzer?
What Jack Howitzer?
What Jack Howitzer?
What Jack Howitzer?
Cammy.
I got shoes, tires, rims. Thinking, next stage being a full-on superstar, Get tight suit and nail a lot of tail, you dig? You know what I do in real life. Gotta get me a drink though right now. I'm thirsty,
What a troubled man. Sounds like he should lay off the sauce. Also today, a Tourette's theater group banned from the park, unless they take up mine. And finally, in foreign news, a suspected U.S. agent was caught in Panama selling weaponry to right-wing guerrillas, causing a major incident. But we plan mostly to gloss over the implications and hope you enjoy some activity tonight. The State Department is advising against foreign travel. This was Leanne Forget, WCTR News. Let's be careful out there.
You're good, but let's be honest, you're not perfect. And that's not American. We strive to be number one in everything. Sports, politics, economics, homelessness, degeneracy. Los Santos is the home of beauty and glamour for the whole world. Live up to society's expectations, play your part. Your body is a work of art. Don't leave it half-finished. It's time for your creative plastic surgery. We'll make your face as tight as a drum. We'll suck fat out of your body with an industrial pump. Increase your confidence with fake breasts to ensure people know what you're all about. For the more adventurous, why not try an extra nose or 3 breasts? You know how much men like breasts. Can you imagine how wild they'll go for others?
My wife was complaining that she did all the work. Carried the baby for 9 months, had painful labor. It's not fair to her my nipples are useless. That's why I had creative plastic surgery. I got a set of udders installed. Now my son can suck my udders while I'm watching the game. The fellas at the bar love them too.
Men never stared lasciviously at my ass. Then I had a tail attached. Now people can't stop looking.
Titanium. God, I love to say that. Amorphophallus titanium. The sound of it gives me a redwood and green khakis. If I come back as a superhero, I want to be called that. It's Amorphophallus titanium, the rare botanical wonder. See his 8-foot protrusion as he pollinates on everyone.
But why does it sting so bad?
It's about marking your territory, my man. You don't mark your territory, do you? You should try it. Pee on the front door of your office. Just see if anybody thinks of coming near you.
Okay, I would try that. Thank you so much for the advice, Maurice.
Oh, I'm here to help, sailor.
Gardening with Maurice, only on WCTR.
All the news the government wants you to hear. WCTR.
If you're into exploring exotic places and forbidden fruit, stay tuned. It's The Wild Traveler. Next.
Support for The Wild Traveler is brought to you by the Ultimate Disc in the Dark Association of America, who encourages you to get out and play hard. Hello, I'm James Padiston, World Traveler, and this is The Wild Traveler. We're discussing the world and all of its many pleasures. Let me put it like this. Why have a hot dog from an uncaring vendor by the other people's? Rather breathe it in, become part of it. Maybe Hemingway was right about love. Maybe Freud was. We're all fighting inside to let a wild creature mate in the rain. I travel, therefore I am. This is a show that embraces culture from around the world. Let's take our first caller. Hello.
Yeah, I totally agree with you about Australia. And you're right, the moon is shit. Also, I was thinking of visiting Colombia. Do you have any recommendations?
Oh, yes, fantastic forms of recreation to be had in Colombia. It's a blizzard of excitement. And cheap. The rails are great and long. Bolivia's not bad either. Or Peru. You'll be surprised to find out how the party never stops.
How's the food?
Well, a lighter is the most you need to cook up food. But there's scarcely time to eat, my boy. You'll meet fascinating people, feel so comfortable you'll rip your clothes off and howl for days. Next caller.
Yeah, hi. My name's Geraldine, calling from Kansas City. This is such a great country. Why would you go anywhere else? It's unpatriotic to travel. I mean, I got war, famine, depression, and pollution right here on my doorstep. And parents, don't let kids Euro-rail after college. They'll come back with ludicrous misconceptions about healthcare, charity, and civilization. Europe is not the real world. This is.
Well, I love to slum about in a dirty youth hostel with communal showers as much as the next man. Sometimes more. But I have to agree, Europe is overrated. Eastern Europe was good for a few years after the wall came down, but even there the police are too strict. You just can't let your hair down. There are far more unexplored pleasures to be had in the Far East. Next caller, you're on The Wild Traveler.
Hey, I've been listening to you go on and on about traveling. Do you know how expensive it is to fly to Asia? Russia saw the light. They're all coming here to set up crime families and run numbers. South America, everyone went extinct there. They have less culture there than the content of my toilet bowl. Rainforest, schmainforest. In Mexico, if I wanted to be that close to my ancient ancestors, I'd be banging my mother-in-law instead of my wife's best friend.
Look, we can fight like beasts or agree to disagree. I'm sure the summit of your aspirations in life is a cheerleader with fake guns, but some of us think a little more exotically than this. Next caller, vamos, buenos dias and noches. If you don't smile, I won't deep. Harder! Sorry, got lost for a second. Speak!
Hey, I love this show. I'm a huge fan. I visit all the places you recommended, and in a lot of them, they're still talking about you. I even saw posters of you in the customs booth at the airport in the Philippines. You rock!
No doubt, I love Manila. Had a great time.
But that show you did last week, what was the name of that spiritual center in Bangkok?
The Wild Dragon's Happy Ending. Very spiritual. You will find inner peace.
Awesome. I can't wait. Thanks, man.
Yes, we all love to travel, get away from it all, get away from the people with computers and their databases, the police harassing you for doing nothing. I just hate showing up to some place to enjoy myself and people are being forced from their homes by war or famine or whatever. Life is great! Stop ruining it! Next caller.
Hey, the FBI wants to talk to me about a perfectly innocent collection of vacation photographs overseas that I had no idea were being taken. I mean, any ignorant fool can misinterpret. I was teaching them how to swim.
I have a lot of experience with this. I want you to stop for a moment and let me read from my...
And Chun-Li, and Star Butterfly, and Rue, and Asuka Kazama, and former President